I remember my 8th grade year, I had to present a presentation or a slideshow of me explaining things that mean the most to me. There I was standing in front of 23 14-year-olds, stuttering on my own words and choking, not being able to finish sentences that I had composed. So here I am 4 years later in college taking speech and doing almost the same thing, so bear with me. My name is Ashley Samaniego, and I grew up in Texas most of my life, where I was moving around from Dallas, Arlington, and Grand Prairie, Texas, where I attended elementary school, high school, and middle school. I grew up playing soccer and skateboarding and just growing into the person that I am today, though I am still evolving and learning. Today I will be informing you all of 4 objects that represent who I am. The first object I had chose were my soccer cleats. I chose my soccer cleats because they represent who I recognize myself as, because I have been playing soccer most of my life. And it has always been a dream of mine to play soccer in the big leagues and become pro. And even though I'm putting that on hold right now, it is still one of my dreams to do it. All I've ever seen myself as is playing soccer. It is who I am and what I was made to do. Moving on to my second object, I chose a photograph of my mom and I because it reveals one of my biggest fears, which is letting her down. My mom has sacrificed everything for me and made the impossible possible. Therefore, I would be really upset, and it's just one of my biggest fears to let her down, because I just want to repay her for everything she has done. For my third object, I chose my shoes because people see me wearing these shoes and they have this perception of me that I am spoiled, which I completely disagree with. Even though I have these shoes, I just think I had got blessed with the parents that I had to be able to provide me with things like this. Every person that I have met has always had this perception of me that I'm spoiled, or that they have always been quick to call me along the lines of a spoiled brat. For the fourth object, my best friend chose a candle. The candle represents her perception of me, which is that I bring light and warmth. She also explained that I bring good vibes like a candle does. She also explained that the flame of a candle kind of represents how hard I may seem on the outside, but in reality, I am soft like the wax that melts of a candle. Through my soccer cleats, revealing how I recognize myself as, the photograph of my mom and me unfolding one of my biggest fears, and the sneakers that are shown here to you today, revealing people's perception of me, and the candle that my best friend chose, illustrating her perception of me, you all know a little bit more about me. Therefore, you know more about me rather than just an 18-year-old girl making her way through college. Thank you all for giving me the pleasure of illustrating to you through these 4 objects who I am.